about 2/3 of the way up to the summit of Mount St. Helens. There's my fearless guide and friend, Hugh Gibbons, and I just wanted to show you the part of the mountain that we will be glissading down. We'll be using our ice axe as a brake, so that's an adventure I have yet to have. All right, it's about to get real. As if it hasn't been real, this can be a different sport all of a sudden. This is why I'm stalling, trying to get my motivation for that last slog. It's been good so far, but my brain and my legs are conspiring. They're saying that they've had enough, but we're not there yet, so obviously they have not had enough. So I can see the summit. Doesn't make me feel that much better about it because my legs are killing me. Now, am I gonna give up? You know me, I'm not gonna give up. This is what it's really like. I'm down to about 20 paces between my rests. Getting pretty tired. I'm gonna get there though. All right, there's the top. You can hear the voices. Only thing between me and the top, there's 100 steps. I didn't really expect it to be as hard as it was. But I was fortunate. In like business and life, I had a guide, and then I had somebody who'd been here several times before me. And I tell people often, they'll ask about my success and those that think I have some measure of success. And I say that I had a really unfair advantage because I had a dad that was an intentional mentor. And then after that, I've had people that I've sought out who have been guides to me. You got to have resolve. You're going to have these voices that say stop. I think really for business, your view from the top, your ambition and desire and vision for your business, you're going to lose sight of it in the painful slog of day to day. You may have a vision to sell your business and exit. I've had a chance to do that a couple times. You may have a vision to hand the business off to the next generation. You may have a vision to have a business that runs without you and gives you the freedom financially and in your schedule. Don't give up on that just because it gets difficult in the process. I find that sometimes in life and business, even in marriage, you can get a little discouraged in the journey, and you got to focus on the things that are going right and to stay positive. And then you just got to keep at it. You got to keep believing that the view from the top, as my good friend Aaron Walker would say, is really worth it.
All right, dear Lord, opening day. There's only so many of these in one guy's life, and make it a safe one and just help us to have fun more than anything. And it's a special day, and this is a special crew. In your name, amen.
Amen.
All right, guys.
Do it, guys.
Let's go get one.
It's gonna be a good day.
Okay. So this is one I think can make or break who you are as a human, who you are on a daily basis, and honestly, like, your attitude shapes everything. And I think positive attitude equals positive results. That's the hardest thing I think in life, is like, you always can look at the negative side of things, and surrounding yourself with positive people is critical. Let's think about this, guys. This is general tag, public land. Any one of you guys want to go do this, you can do it. This is land of the free. This is what it's all about. It's about bow hunting. It's about brotherhood. It's about sharing our public lands. It's just pretty surreal. The hardest part of being positive is in those harder times. And as we put more and more content out there, you start to get people, outliers that aren't so much in the community, and you start getting, a negative comment or two. A comment that literally I got hung up on for 24 hours, maybe even longer, it was pretty negative in regards to the music choice that we had this year. I had such a personal attachment to it, I dwelled on it and it sucked me down. And it wasn't until my wife was like, you are literally gonna let this guy who doesn't know you, doesn't know your situation, doesn't know anything about what's going on, subject you and your attitude to be negative. And it was like that moment when I really took the step back and I'm like, I talk about positivity, I try to act positive, and I'm letting something negative be negative to me, and I had a negative attitude. And that's really when, at the end of the day, like, you do you and you do your own thing, remain positive, stay focused on that. Who cares what anybody else thinks? As long as you know you're in the right and what you're doing and you feel good about it, like, keep doing you. And if there's negative things like that are damaging to you, like, stop it. You can control that. Cut that person out of your life. That's it. Positivity. Like I said, positive attitude, positive results. Look up instead of looking down.
Good morning. In Charleston, South Carolina, now here at the Citadel. Actually, this is the old Citadel building. It's now the Embassy Suites. We're having our mastermind. This mastermind I've been running with my former business partner, Patrick Riddle, for about 9 years. And I talk a lot about surrounding yourself with the right people. And I can tell you for sure I wouldn't be where I am in business without being around the right mentors, right friends, right people pushing me. So today we have 15 other people besides me showing up from all around the country. Most people running 7-figure companies. A person or two maybe running 8-figure company. But everybody is here that's a player that wants to really make an impact, make a contribution. Cool thing is too, most of the people here, we've been doing this for a long time, so we've been able to see people's marriages happen and people have kids and their businesses transition. So this right here is how you get the best growth. This is how we get the best growth, is by connecting with other people. It's like, to become the person or to achieve the things you want to achieve, you have to like break out of the shell, break out of the casing. Us as people are almost like seeds, right? Like, we're a seed where the seed itself doesn't do anything until you plant it in the ground and then until you water it. But then in order for the seed to become a tree, the seed in the casing has to physically break apart and become something completely different to become the tree. And that was something really cool, as we're all looking at it going, okay, in order to get where we all want to go, make the impact we want to make, we have to completely change. We have to break apart, take that shell that got us where we were, water it, with people, with the right influences, with just improving ourselves and become something different.
All right, so here's the deal. I'm kind of lost. I was sliding on my butt on plastic glacial somethinging, and I don't see anybody else. Now, I'm not worried. I still have 1.5 liters of water, but as you can see, there's nobody else around here. I would call myself mildly concerned. All right, so now I've been separated for about an hour from my guide. Not a good strategy. All right, I'm no longer worried because I found a logging road and a ranger. However, the ranger could only tell me where my meetup was, and she couldn't give me a ride, which I understand. So about a 2 to 3 mile walk, and then I will be with my compatriots. All's well that ends well. I am very grateful.